Hi everyone, I've gotten a couple requests to talk about how to add audio to our video slideshows, and that's actually what we cover this week. So we're going to be covering that along with some other things, but this video is focused on how to add audio, the basics of how to add audio to our video slideshow. So we're going to get started with that. So here we have our video slideshow that we were working on previously, the Happy Halloween thing that we had. It looks like we were having a party, right? So when we pull something in from a template like we did this time, you'll notice that sometimes it has music at the bottom, and you'll know that there's music because you might either have a line down here, or it might look like this. You'll see like some little lines maybe bouncing around. That's just a visual representation of the actual sound. But what I want to do is I want to go ahead and delete that first off, because we pulled this from a Happy Valentine's Day thing. So Valentine's Day won't work for a Halloween slideshow, right? So let's go ahead and do that. So first thing we want to do is, you notice how this is highlighted in purple, right? We don't want to delete this. We want to delete this down here. So we're going to go and click on that. And you see how now this area up here is gray, and this area now with the audio has a purple line around it. So that purple line tells us that this is going to be what we delete. So I'm going to go ahead and right click on that, and I'm going to choose delete track. Bam. See that how my screen kind of popped down? And that track is gone. So that's all gone there. So now we want to find something that we can replace it with, right? So if we go to the left-hand side on our tabs here, where we have elements, text, and so on, we're going to look for the one that says audio. You should have this on yours. If you don't, let me know. I'll be happy to help you. But you can also find it sometimes if you go here to where it says apps, if you don't have it. And you'd have to type in audio, or it's right here too. You see where it says audio. But in our case, most of you are going to have it, if not everyone. So we'll click on where it says audio right there. And you have a couple ways you can do this, right? You're not always going to be looking for Halloween music. You might be looking for any of these options, right? Maybe you're looking for pop or free audio or background, happy birthday, piano. Like, you have so many options up here in these categories. You just, like we did happy birthday, you can see there's tons of happy birthday songs, right, that you can add. And you can even see the time, how long it is. This is only 9 seconds. This is 10 seconds. This is 40 seconds. So you want to keep this in mind. If you have a 3-minute long video, you want to pick something that's a little bit longer, right? You could add it a couple times and just have it repeat. But if you can find one that's 3 minutes, that's even better, right? Like this one. But in our case, we're looking for something for Halloween. So I'm going to go ahead and select Halloween here. I already typed that in the past. And now, when I'm looking at these songs here, to the left, where the little album picture is, or the little song picture, when you move over these, a little play symbol pops up. You see a little kind of like a triangle thing, black triangle? So if I click on one of these, this is one I saw earlier. It fits really nice. You get like a short little preview of that song or that track. So this one's 1 minute and 58 seconds. It's long enough for my little video slideshow. So I'm going to click right here, not on the play sign, but right here. Oh, and see what happened is, where did it insert this song? It inserted it in the middle. Why? I want it to be at the front. Well, that's because we have our arrow on the timeline. The point in the timeline is right around the middle. So you don't want to do that. So what we'll do is we'll delete the track, and we just grab this little little timeline thing, and we can just drag it to the front. And now, when I click on this, it drops it right in the front. Do you see that? So now we have our music added in the front of our timeline, and it goes all the way to the end, even though we're not using these. So if we decide, hey, you know what? I'm not going to add anything at the end here. I'm going to delete all these. So I want my music to be shorter. You can just click on this music right here, and if you move to the right, we get this little kind of gray bar, and this, you'll notice my mouse pointer turns into these two arrows going left and right. When I see that, I can actually click, and I can drag to the left till it gets to where I want it to end. And I want mine to end right there. Okay? Because that's where my last slide is. I can drag that out later if I want. You'll notice there's going to be a little gray outline of music here. And that just shows you, oh, you know, if you want to take it out longer, you can drag it out more if you want. But I'm going to leave mine there. So now we are just going to drag this little timeline to the beginning, and I'm going to play it. You can see it's a pretty good fit for what we have. And you'll notice this little bar, it turned into like a small blue line, right? Because it knows you don't always want to look at that after you've said it the first time. So you'll notice now there's no sound as this thing's going across, because these are slides that we haven't even done yet. We might not even do them. So that's how you add audio, the basics of how you add audio to your video slideshow. And there's a couple tricks to this. We can maybe get into that in another lesson, but you can do a couple neat things with the audio too that we'll get into later. Okay? Well, I hope that's helpful. I'll see you soon.